Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. You guys keep sending me these articles as well as information related to Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. Let me say that again, Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan. Now, we don't know for sure whether they are really split, right? All we know is what the media is reporting. People Magazine, everything from TMZ all the way down to the Griot. Yes, I said the Griot is reporting on Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan's split. Now, I decided instead of just going ahead and recording a quick video or whatever, I'm just going to do a quick live stream, and that way we can have real conversations, because I'm going to just tell you, I thrive by interacting with the audience. So when I see things pop up in the chat, and I know that this is completely unscheduled and it's spontaneous, and I've never really done it before, and rather than you watching a quick 8, 10, 12, 14-minute video, me actually just breaking it down for you live, then I think that this is a better way to go about doing it today, specifically since I've decided that today I'm going to spend the majority of the time working, being at home, and then occasionally I'm going to jump on Instagram, look at my email, see what you guys are sending me, and then I just cut on the camera. So again, Lori Harvey, Michael B. Jordan, apparently they broke up. We're going to talk about it on Fight Club tonight, so make sure you tune in and tap into that. That link is in the description. But I got a completely different take, I think, than most people would have with regard to their relationship. So let me go ahead and share you some of the articles that you guys were sending me. So that we can mine this out and really be able to break this down. So apparently they broke up. Neither has really said a word, which I'm trying to understand how you guys know that they're broke up. And you guys are the ones that I lean on for this type of information in order to determine whether or not she's for the streets, or if it was just a mutual thing, or maybe they just grew apart or whatever, right? But here's the articles that you guys are sending me. And they saying that they broke up, but she did go to France alone, right? Had great times together, brought out the best of each other, a source close to the former couple. Usually when I say a source close to the former couple, that means a publicist or somebody that is reporting on behalf of the couple, so on and so forth. But source close to the former couple said they have parted ways after dating about a year and a half. Close associate of the former celebrity couple said that Michael B. Jordan, who was 35 years old, Lori Harvey, who was 25 years old, still had love for each other, and that the relationship helped Jordan reveal some of his emotional side. Now, we all remember that Michael B. Jordan was taking her to the aquarium for Valentine's Day, and all of the women was saying relationship goals. One of the things I'm wondering is the women still saying relationship goals after this whole breakup? Don't worry about it. We'll get to it. Michael and Lori are both completely heartbroken. Now, the question that I would ask you guys as we continue to go through this and we're mining through it, and I'm sure more details will be revealed in a later post or something like that. I got a couple different questions, right? Because let's just go through this. Speculation about a breakup began circulating recently after Harvey went to the Cannes Film Festival in France alone in May. Now, people expect for the woman to be able to move around, but she always has to have him as a chaperone, apparently. Michael matured a lot over the course of their relationship and was ready to commit to a long term. He let down his guard with her, opening up emotionally in a romantic relationship for the first time. They had great times together and brought out the best of each other. Rumors of kindling romance between the journal for Jordan actor and them began to swirl in 2020. Blah, 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 blah. This is her and them and all of their Instagram posts, so on and so forth. He told the outlet that it marked the first time he'd been so open about his private love life. Yep, we got all that. And then People Magazine, Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey break up after over 1 year, completely heartbroken. Same thing. They had great times together and brought out the best of each other. That's a publicist statement, right? That's the thing that they're going to tell you. That's a classic, listen, we're going to put out a statement so that we both don't look bad. But I'm wondering what was really happening. Anything could have happened. Anything literally could have happened that highlighted what was wrong with the relationship. If you scrub her Instagram and you go to it, right? And This girl is so hot. Oh my God. This chick is super sexy. There's no sign of him there. It's nothing. I've never followed Lori Harvey. I don't follow Lori Harvey, but I don't see anything. I don't see any sign of Michael B. Jordan. How far down does this go? This chick is sexy. I'm not even on front to you, bro. Yo, all of the dudes acting like they would not rock with Lori Harvey is capping. They are capping. I really don't believe it. So we see no signs of Michael B. Jordan here, guys. We don't. No signs of Michael B. Jordan in this profile whatsoever. But the question that you have to ask yourself as we continue to mine through this and have this conversation is A, why did they break up? And then B, I have my own take in that I don't believe, not even a little bit, that public relationships, and I'm not talking about the old ones, the old school ones. I'm not talking about the who got a public relationship? Jay-Z and Beyonce or something like that. Even they almost didn't last. And they didn't even start to really, really seem like they're starting to get on the same page until after it became more of a private relationship. Name me one public relationship where both people are very, very visible and in the limelight and participating on different platforms in which they survive. I don't believe that public relationships can survive Instagram and Twitter and the comments and YouTube and the public scrutiny that comes along with being very high profile. I will be surprised. I'm going to just say it. I'm going to be surprised if ASAP Rocky, which I don't even really like, he don't really do nothing no more. And Rihanna, if they live this very, very public life and relationship, I will be surprised if they publicly display their love and affection for each other and they survive. I would. Now, the question that you have to ask yourself prior to this, because I know everybody is quick to say, oh, she's for the streets. Anybody that messed with Future got a permanent tramp stamp on them and stuff like that. I don't care about that. We'll mine that out in Fight Club. That link is in the description. Make sure you tap into that. But the question that you have to ask yourself is, who's really responsible for the relationship breaking up? Because the thing that I'm hearing across the internet every day, all day, and right now is he wanted to have a long-term relationship and she just wanted to chill and be for her life. We don't know that. All we know is what the publicists put out for every single magazine and publication to be able to mine through. We have no clue. Was this dude too clingy? Was he too simpish? Was he not masculine enough? Because contrary to popular belief, masculinity has nothing to do with how many muscles you have. I don't say muscles, I say muscles. Masculinity has nothing to do with how many muscles you have. Was he too emotional all the time? Is he emo? Is he Drake times 10? We have no clue whatsoever. Did he say something crazy about her daddy? We have no clue, right? All we know is that they are no longer together. He's still doing his thing. She's going to be okay and they will be fine. Now, the question that you really need to ask yourself is, A, can public relationships survive? Which me personally, I don't believe so. And then B, the other part of this equation is, will they get back together? I think they will get back together. I think that this is just a wild shot. This is my parlay. If anybody is familiar with betting, this is the thing that you do as your long shot. You bet $100, you can possibly win 20,000. This is my long shot. I think that they will. I think that they still seeing each other. I don't think that they completely broke it off. I think that they will be fine, but they probably getting the public's eye off of them, and that everything that she do or everything that he do, they attach to each other. I think that they're more focused on their career. That's what I would do if I was them. I would remove all of the tabloid speculation by eliminating any possibility of them trying to pair us together every time they see us, A. And then B, because they focus more on the relationship than what he's actually doing from a movie perspective. Every time you see Michael B. Jordan, the only thing you think of is Lori Harvey. That's A. And then B, I am very, very curious as to what people's thoughts are about public celebrities, relationships, and whether or not they can survive or last. We still trying to figure out if Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, in which they trying their hardest to not be in the public eye as far as their relationship. We still trying to figure out if that's gonna last. She ain't never really lasted with Mark Anthony, A-Rod, Diddy, none of that. Right? Every single public relationship. Now we got Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. Didn't last with Kanye. Didn't last with Chris Humphries. You got Scott Disick, Lamar Odom, all of the Kardashian clan. They even turned a Wheaties box Olympian into Caitlyn Jenner. You know, they doing some crazy junk. They must got that snap on that thing between their legs. But then you take it out of that and then you move into a completely different space, right? What public relationship? I'm going to check in the chat and see what y'all talking about. That's what I said. How do you know it wasn't just for PR? I agree. I agree 100%. What public relationship do we know that actually lasts? Especially for younger couples who are still human. That's the thing that you guys have to remember when we having these conversations and we evaluating whether or not they're together, they're not together, they last, anybody. They are still human, which means that regardless of how many followers that they got on Instagram, how many tweets that they make, and how many movies that they in, they still feel, they still read the comments. We know that these celebrities are very, very sensitive, regardless of who's around them, preventing them from actually showing how sensitive they are to what's being said about them. They are very, very sensitive about their brand and what people saying about them. They do. They read comments. So y'all said Gucci Mane and his wife. That's one. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. But see, Gucci from the streets. I believe that relationship is not just about love, but it's also about the elevation of brands between them both because they both improve each other. But I will give you that. I'll give you Gucci and Keisha Kaur. He says, I don't think it's PR because Michael B. Jordan doesn't need Lori. I disagree. I believe that every single celebrity couple, if you look at the guy, nobody needs anybody. She'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. Nobody needs anybody. But I think that it's an elevation of your brand. And we all know this. If you look even from celebrities all the way down or up into the president of the United States, men that have women on their arm are usually much more successful, both in the public eye, because you need women in a lot of instances in order to continue to elevate your brand. Once you hit a ceiling, men that have women on their arm usually, not all, but usually are much more successful than men that don't. Yep, she does make them look better. Not in the eyes of the manosphere, but she makes them look better. LeBron and Savannah, no. And the reason I will not say LeBron and Savannah is because I don't think that she's a public figure like that. I think that she's public because of LeBron, but she usually stays very, very, very low profile and low key. Shout out to Javoris Lee, says, none of them. Keith Sweat voice. Chrissy Teigen and John Legend. Oh my God. If that's not the model of toxicity, I don't know what is. Maybe. Was she even? I mean, I know she was like some model or something like that prior to, but you know, is that really a situation? I don't know about that. I can be on the fence about that. And she's ruining the brand so much. Let me see what y'all saying. Certain words get flagged. Yeah, I know that. Tell them, Beautiful Disaster. Tell them. They say they surprised that. Well, I think that John Legend is a beta. And as a matter of fact, John Legend is also not as visible as he used to be. I don't really hear from John Legend anymore. Let me see. Low key. Feel protected knowing you. ATM. Savannah is not a celebrity. I agree. Hollywood men don't look at women the same as the manosphere. Agreed. I don't think that anybody look at women the same way that the manosphere look at it. I don't even know if they would consider me a part of the manosphere. That would be for everybody else to evaluate. D-Don Rock says, most are for the streets. Let me ask y'all a question. Who isn't for the streets at this point? Most of y'all are so tainted. Most of y'all has been out here living your best life, trying to double back and figure out how you can make it all work now. Who really isn't for the streets? I'm curious. Who isn't for the streets? Doesn't mean that what you're saying, D-Rock, then is not correct, but I'm just curious. Who isn't for the streets? Most of the women that you know, whether you realize it or not, in one way or another, are getting buzzed down. And I would also advocate, or I would say that women love sex more than men. So keep that in mind. Say, Anton, where's the robe? That is in the morning. That is in the morning. On Monday through Friday at 11:30, we do robe wear. Maybe I'll break out a new robe, a new color for y'all tomorrow. Will and Jada, perfect example. Was couple goals until that red table talk pulled back the veil. Listen, I don't think that veil was coming back no matter what. Red table talk wasn't the thing that prompted her to sleep with August Alsina or getting buzzed down. She was taking pictures with August Alsina way before Red Table Talk. It was just a matter of time before she ruined it and it blew that muffin top back. It was just a matter of time. Q said all these regular ass people talking shit on people making it in life. Facts. That is facts. It says you can't hate women. Hold on. You can't hate women and be okay. And women can't hate men and be okay either. I'm going to have to think about that one. I don't think that you can hate anybody and be okay. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Shout out to Machismo or Machismo TV. I appreciate the super chat, my friend. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too bad, but I see you all the time. I appreciate you for continuing to rock with me. But honestly, again, C says, is there any truth to this being all about publicity from the beginning? I don't think it was about publicity. I think they genuinely was in a relationship. I don't think that they necessarily broke up. I think that they may be taking a break. She may be out doing her thing. I don't think that they necessarily broke up. So listen, I could be wrong, but I think that I'm right. I know how to read people. Let's see. Cedric Carson says it's going to take a ton of rewiring and unprogramming of our people to understand the value of one another. Right now, it's a race to see who's going to get what first. I don't think that you can undo the rewiring of most people. I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that people are wired to be exactly what they are. And what you see in society is a reflection of what's really happening in a larger sense on the sub level. So when you see what's happening with celebrities and when you see what's happening in the public space or on YouTube or on these profiles or on Instagram, I think that there's a much bigger, there's something much bigger already happening before it even bubbles over into popular culture or social media. So what you see happening is just a reflection of what's already going on. Shout out to my dog, Javor's Lee says, the very few who are disciplined enough to remain focused on their goals and not desires, and I do mean very few. That is very true. Because the thing that men don't understand, and I was having this conversation on Fight Club, and we're going to talk about it. I want y'all to join the panel tonight on Fight Club, so I'm not going to open up the chat. I'm just going to check in. I want to check in with the chat, and instead of just doing a video, I figured, hey, why not just do a live stream and kick it with y'all, because I want to see y'all sentiment in a general sense. Is that for men especially, when you become the best version of yourself, you understand you are what you attract. So if you spent more time being great instead of more time chasing pussy, then you would be in a better space to attract the best version of the woman that you want. I digress, though. Shout out to you, Javor's Lee. My dog Self-Engineering says, so if you can't rewire people, can you rewire a situation? If it's a break, should he take her back? Well, Self-Engineering, that would be assuming that what we think is true. That he wanted a long-term relationship. She wanted to be done with it, or she didn't necessarily want a long-term relationship and she just wanted to see where it went. How do we know that he's not a simp? How do we know that he didn't break up with her? So If he coming, baby, 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 please, like it's a Jodeci song in the late 90s or a Boyz II Men song, how do we know that she wouldn't have to take him back? How do we know that he don't look at her as the prize? So, listen, I really wish y'all had a look into some of these people's lives. They are normal human beings every day, just like the rest of us. I'm telling you. Maybe it was mutual. Maybe it was mutual. Say Cynthia G better leave him alone. She almost convinced other black women not supporting Black Panther movie. Who is Cynthia G and what? Is Cynthia G like a huge YouTuber or something? Let me find out what the heck is going on with this chick. Y'all love y'all some Cynthia G. What is she doing out here in these streets? I got to figure out, because I've never watched a Cynthia G live stream. Not once in my life. Never. Let me see what her latest videos are. I looked at her profile one time. Cynthia G. Let me see. Let's see what Cynthia G is talking about. I'm curious what the heck is happening in these streets. Past live streams, uploads. All right. Oscar slap. Rapper T.I. defend his son's problematic behavior. She wanted to clock out, so he put hands on her. Oh, I see a theme here. I do see a theme here. I see a theme. Shannon Sharp says dating black is misery. The so-called high-value male good black men that are whatever. Did welfare take black men out of the home? LeBron James took son took Becky to the oh yeah, I see what's going on. Black man explains why Becky is the best option, why Keisha Cole got played and embarrassed by Antonio Brown. She refused his struggle advances. I see what's happening here. I see a theme. I dated yeah, I see a theme. White Zaddy explained why black men can't be high value men. I see a theme here. I see bad Photoshop. Very, very, very bad Photoshop, but I see a theme here. Maybe I'll do a review one day. Who knows? Let me see. Past live streams. Yeah, she got very bad Photoshop. Let me switch over to my profile that got let's see. Send G the Dustbuster. I just want to see what the heck is happening out here.
And I was like, okay, this is black women and black men. She ain't the only one that's a male worshiper. She's singing about the plight of black women. Come up and then they just leave you because they don't care anyway. Their love is artificial.
Is this her?
You're being deceived by the wrapping of their black skin. That's what you're being deceived by.
What is so polarizing that people tend to be attracted to her content? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's so polarizing about her in which people are attracted to her content? She got her eyes on. She got her makeup on. She got everything. I don't know. I mean, she just seemed like a regular chick to me right now.
One that I need to walk away from.
Her voice is incredibly annoying. I will give you that. It is incredibly annoying to hear the voice, but I'm genuinely curious as to why guys, because guys mention her all the time. I have not ever said anything about her because I haven't ran across any content that was so polarizing that I felt the need to react to. I don't know. She doesn't do anything for me. Like, there's nothing crazy right here.
Every time I grasp for air, I get smothered in despair. It's never over. Seems I'll never wake from this nightmare. I let out a silent prayer. Let it be over. Inside, I'm screaming, begging, pleading, no more. I don't know what to do. My heart has been bruised. So sad, but it's true. Each beat reminds me of you. If that's not black women, if that ain't how black women interact with black men, I don't get it.
Yeah, that's pretty annoying. I don't even know if I can sit through a 10-minute breakdown or a 15-minute breakdown of a video to really even. Uh, eh, doesn't really do anything for me at all. Not even a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, doesn't do anything for me. Like, I don't necessarily have anything to say about her right now because, again, I'd have to deep dive into her content. I don't look at her as the enemy because I don't know her, so I'd have to. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything relevant. It was very annoying. Yeah, that was there, but very, very annoying. So I got to watch it on mute. Then what am I looking at? If I got okay, hold on. Now look at what y'all starting. Look at what y'all starting. Why am I watching this on mute? Why does she have hair? Does she have hair? I'm curious. What is it somebody said that she had a lot of Patreon members. Let me see something. Patreon, Cynthia G. She only got 666 Patreon members. Literally, she's only got 666 Patreon members. What am I looking at? That's what it says. She has 666 Patreon members. Where is this army that you guys speak of? I mean, don't get me wrong, that's really, really good. That's really, really good. I'm not tripping. I'm not doing it. None of that. All I'm saying is, where's this army that you guys speak about? Like, she got 600 Patreon members. Yo, 666. Whoa. She need to gain one or lose one Patreon member because that wasn't a good look. Hold on. Oh, snaps. Let me get up off of that. Anyways, I don't see it. I don't see anything. Like, I don't see nothing there. I don't. So y'all gonna have to give me some more. I'm not just gonna go at people for the sake of going at them. Like, she's not done it. She hasn't done anything to me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't see anything worth commenting about, but you know, y'all gonna have to give me something to go off of. I don't see that as worth it. I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing there. Somebody said, how many do you have? Somebody said, how many Patreon members do you have? I have thousands. With an S. Let's be clear. Thousands with an S. All of my tiers are sold out except for one. I got a real army, not a play army. I got a real army, not an army for play. Remember that. Ask some of your favorite content members. They seen my Patreon numbers. They've done exclusives with me and everything. They know who. Listen. It's levels. It's levels to this. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So, I think that's it. I didn't want to have a long live stream. I just wanted to kick it with y'all for a little bit. I always go longer than I anticipate. I only anticipated being on here for like 10, 12 minutes. But I figured instead of making a video, I could just jump on here, kick it with y'all for a second, and be able to rock out. So, let's see. Emmanuel Dark says Synthetic G. That's what y'all calling her? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to be nice. Always going on about black men being broke dusties. Then she got knocked up by a broke dusty who had a YouTube channel. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Somebody says, do I have any merch? Merch coming soon. But the way that I'm putting together my merch is going to be a collective. I want everybody to benefit from it, not just me. So I'm actually going to be putting people on my new website that's being redesigned to put their merch on there in addition to my own. And it's going to be handpicked by me. It's only going to be the dope stuff that I like. The hoodies, all of that. So merch coming soon. Yeah. I don't have anything negative to say about her. I heard, tell me if this is true before we get off. I heard that Boyce Watkins was one of the people that put her on. Y'all tell me that. And I'm checking in the chat to see what is that the word. Is Boyce Watkins the one that put Cynthia G on? Somebody told me that. Is Boyce Watkins one of the people that put her on? Is that where she came from? They say no. Boyce and Tariq, I believe. Facts. It was Tariq Nasheed. That's true. Wow. So that is true. Well, I'm assuming that is true based off of what y'all saying. Fat Watkins did not. Yo, Ant, let's cam up. Cam up how? The reason why I'm not dropping a link in the chat right now is because this is literally the subject that we're going to be talking about in Fight Club tonight. So we're going to deep dive into this. Everybody's going to have an opportunity. Fight Club starting less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen. So that link is in the description. No, they say her and Tariq is enemies. She was pro-black before, so she not black no more, huh? Listen to her channel, I might feel differently. Send me something that's relevant. If y'all send me something that's relevant, then I'm going to check it out. She in His Circle, Vicky Dillard, and Yvette Carnell. Huh. Yeah. All right. So, listen. Make sure that y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description, as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I just posted in the Patreon. Shout out to everybody that I live streamed with earlier. Patreon exclusive for building a business. I just posted. They about to mess up my budget. So I just posted the video that we live streamed for earlier in the Patreon for y'all to be able to tap in. It's only like an hour long, so it's not that long. I got a Patreon exclusive video coming this week, and we doing the mastermind session on this weekend. So shout out to the seat at the table members. Shout out to the early adopters that's holding on to that $9 tier. And then shout out to all of the new Patreon members that's now joined in the beginning of the month. Now is the best time to be able to join flat out. Real talk. If you're not a part of the Patreon, you missing out. You really, really missing out. We doing a Patreon meetup in New York. Next month. It's going to be so dope. Shout out to all of my Patreon members that's going to be linked up with me in July. And that I run into in every other city. Yo, I rock with y'all. All right. So, yeah, again, I didn't want to make this long. I'm kicking it. I'm chilling. I'm over here redecorating, putting things together. So we doing great things. Make sure y'all tap in. If you need to book me for a personal session or you want to talk to me personally, go to my website, antondaniels.com, hit the email link or email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Follow me on every other platform and we're going to get it popping. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Make sure you share this with your friends. Make sure you share this with all of your people that you rock with. I love y'all. See you guys later.